What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another New Year's resolution. I know this video is super late. It was supposed to come out in the very beginning of January, but I had some other videos that I wanted to pop up there. So we're gonna go over last year's resolutions and then talk about this year's resolutions and see if any of them are different, see if any of them are the same. Did you guys make any resolutions for this year? Pop them in the description below and let me know if you made any resolutions this year for 2025. But let's go, and if you made any for gaming resolutions for last year and how you did, let me know in the comments below. So last year's video, I'll pop a link up top if you want to see the actual video, but I'm gonna go Cliff Notes version on this if you know what Cliff Notes version is. Last year my goal was to beat this game, Tears of the Kingdom, and it is still this one I did not get to. This is not one I got to. This is one I started and put down because it got so hard. But thankfully last year one of my members bought me the book. I gotta crack this open and I think this is probably the next game I kind of want to touch right now. There's not another game in my backlog that I want to immediately play, and this one's already been played, so I think I'm gonna start with Tears of the Kingdom and now crack this book open and find out where I am, and probably use the book as a good passing point to where I want to go, because I did not. So that was last year's resolution. It's moving again over to this year's resolution. This time I have a strategy guide to help me out. Now, last year's resolution was to beat Final Fantasy 3 and kind of the series. I kind of want to finish the series because I've played some, but I didn't play all. I was streaming them for you, and I think I'm gonna keep streaming them, but the problem is that the ones I want to get to are ones I haven't played before, and I got to get to a few that I've played before now, whereas like 3, 4, and 5 I had never played, which is why I was like, oh yes, like I'm on 6. I love 6, but I've already played 6, so I'm not as excited to beat it because I already know what's gonna happen, right? So so this year's resolution is to beat 6. Then I'm gonna try to end the year with the 7s, right? Hopefully I have to beat 6 through all the 7s. So 7 Crisis Core, which I already beat. I'm just gonna stream it for you guys. It's already a beat game, so I don't necessarily have to beat that one. I might be able to skip it because I just beat it recently. It's not fresh in my head, so we'll see about Crisis Core being a game that I do a walkthrough with you guys. But definitely I beat I have to beat 6 on this one, so 6 is next. Franchise wise, I want to get to the end of the year getting to this one, right? So I gotta do 7, the OG 7, then I'm gonna hit the remakes, and then I should be done, hopefully. If I get to 8, that'd be great, but I'm not counting on getting to 8. I just want to get to past the remakes because there's like 4 games I gotta beat. So that's on my list. So from 6 to the end of 7 is goals. If I pass that goal is great. If I don't, that is the goal for this year. Last year I did put a visual novel on my list, which was NG Spirit Hunter, because I wanted to do the Death Note, and that one I beat, and I beat Death Note 2, which came out last year as well. So those 2 were knocked out because I wanted to read NG Spirit Hunter because it was book 2, and I wanted to play book 3, which I did. So those are all knocked out. So NG Spirit Hunter for visual novels is done. But there was a visual novel I put down to read, the horror visual novels, and this is Piofiore Episodio 1926. I beat 2 or 3. No, I beat 3 of the routes already on this. Let me see. I beat Yang's. I think I beat Nikolai's. Hold on, I can tell you which routes I beat. And then if anytime I beat a route, I'm just gonna consider it a beat game as well, because because if I've already beat one route, each route is its own story. Oh, I only beat 2, so I only beat Nikolai and Yang, and then let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bachelors. So I have at least want to beat 3 more of them, 3 more routes. And if I can beat all of the routes, then I will try to add 2 more visual novels. That's goals. I don't know that that's gonna happen, but that is goals. I want to beat this visual novel complete. I want to finish the stories, finish all the stories, and then go into 2 more visual novels, random visual novels. I think I don't want to do another otome just yet. I want to do visual novels that aren't otomes, because otomes are longer to read because each guy has its own route. So yeah, that's why it'll be a lot longer to read, because you're reading several different routes and none of them take place in the same universe kind of thing. So that's for visual novels. Those are, I want to minimally read 3 different books. So Piofiore is 1, even though it's a bunch of stories. I want to read 3 visual novels minimally. I would love to get to more, but definitely 1 being Piofiore. I think I want to see if I could Witch of the Holy Night might be another one, and then and Tales from Toyoki is another one I want to read. That's Tales from Toyoki, I think, is a witch one as well, and I don't think it's more than 1 route. So those 3 books. So visual novel though, Piofiore is priority. That's the one that's on the list. The other ones would be whatever. All right, now last year I had Resident Evil 4 on my list, the Switch version, and oh my god, did that version blow. So hard did it go bad. So this year I'm gonna try to do the remake instead. I did try, the tank controls, I can't. I knew I grew up in that generation of tank controls, and when I played the OG Resident Evils, I don't remember them being that bad, but I also am used to playing modern games, so let's hope the Resident Evil remake will be better for me. So we're gonna try to beat this one instead. So Resident Evil 4 is still on the list for this year, probably around October time. Now last year I wanted to play and beat Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. I did not, because I knew Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Year Heroes was coming out. I didn't touch either of those 2 games, so that was a failed attempt on my resolution, and it's not transferring over to this year. So that's one that's completely just taken off. The next one on my resolution was beat Ys 9, and I did. I beat Ys 9 before Ys 10 Nordics came out. I didn't play Nordics, but what I want to kind of do is try to see if I can go back in time. So right now I want to beat Ys Origins, because I got Ys Memories of Salsetta, I think, or I'm waiting for them to re-release 1 and 2. I have part 3, then I have the prequel, that's this one, and then I'm trying to see if they release 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, 6, and 7, because I have 8, beat 9 last year, and I have 10. So we'll see. So hopefully they come out with more of the Ys games to the Switch, but this one is the one on my list. There are 2 routes to beat this game, so I have to beat this game 2 times. I hear it's a shorter experience, so hopefully not too lengthy. I'm hearing like 15 hours, so 2 routes, 15 hours, 30-hour game. Doable for me, doable. So that's one on the list. That since I did beat Ys 9, I kind of want to finish some of my series down. The next one was the Just Dance series. I wanted to beat some Just Dance games, and I did. I beat 2 Just Dance games last year. I think total I have 5 of the Just Dance games beat. I beat 1 last year, which was the goal, which was beat Just Dance and some of the series, and I beat Just Dance 2018. So I think I have now beat 2018, 2019, one. There was two more, I just can't remember. The next one I'm adding to that list now is to beat Just Dance 2. So I want to beat Just Dance 2, and see if I can keep adding some more Just Dance games to my like beat game category. But Just Dance 2 is one of the ones I want to beat this year, so hopefully I can beat Just Dance 2. Maybe I can get to Just Dance 3. The only problem with this is I love playing these Just Dance games with my daughter, and my Wii is in my room, and my Wii is making a weird sound, so I'm afraid to use it. Maybe I'll just use their Wii in the living room. We'll see if they'll let me move their Wii to the living room and see if that works out. The next game, and this one has transferred over. The last game I wanted to beat last year was Fantasy Life, and that one is still one I want to beat this year. I did play it a little last year, and I played it, so far I played it a couple of days this year as well. I'm doing the seamstress route first. I don't know how many of those routes I'm going to be able to beat. I don't know how easy it's going to be to beat when you go through one route. We'll see if I change the licensing and do a paladin or something like that. It's just, it's hard for me to find and source materials to do my class, and I think that's where I'm having an issue with the class I picked. The next one I wanted to be on my list was Monster Hunter Stories, and that was the first one. I was playing Monster Hunter Stories, and I think I'm at the end, but the problem, right? Not a problem, kind of a problem, not a problem. Monster Hunter Stories 1 came out to the Switch, so now I'm gonna restart it. I'm definitely gonna just play it on the Switch. So I have Monster Hunter Stories 1 and Stories 2, so we're just gonna play those on the Switch now instead. So I have to restart Monster Hunter 1. So I was playing it, but then they announced that they were coming out with a Switch version, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna play the Switch version because it's easier for me to play, it's easier for me to transfer to big screen, to little screen, to big screen, so I like that. So we'll see if I beat that game, but that's on the list. That was on the list last year. It is not on the list this year, so actually I took it off the list this year, so we'll see if I even get to it, but I doubt, because it's not on the list. I might add more to the list. I said that last year and then I never added more to the list. We'll see. The next game that I've added to this list was Princess Peach Showtime. I hear mid things about this game, but I kind of want to experience it for myself. It looks like a cutesy game. I kind of wanted to give it a try, so Princess Peach is gonna be on my list. I hear it's a pretty short game too, so should be able to knock it down as well. It shouldn't take too long. I like the little bakery thing that they got going on, and the figure skating one, and even the investigation Peach looks cute. So that's one. Now, there is one for a system that I haven't played ever, so hopefully this one gets played, and this one is The Witcher 2. I've never played The Witcher. I tried playing The Witcher, the first one, but I was remembering that there were story beats that I didn't know. I have watched now since the Netflix series, but I still want to play the original Witcher 2. I couldn't get my hands on The Witcher 1 because it was only a PC game. So The Witcher 2 is gonna have to be where I start my Witcher journey. I like the show, the Netflix show, so definitely now at least I know some of the lore in the background, and I can pick my lore from this game, and then hopefully when I play it on the Switch, I'll know the lore. So I switched over from the Monster Hunter games to the Witcher games. I was on a Witcher kick for a little while, and I definitely want to play The Witcher 2. It is on the list of games to play. So that is my 10 games I want to play. Let me repeat them for you guys in case you weren't following along, because I was going from old to new. So the 10 games I want to beat this year are Tears of the Kingdom, the Final Fantasy series, the Resident Evil 4 remake, the Just Dance series, as many as I can. Fantasy Life, I did miss one. I missed Final Fantasy DS Heroes for Light. That is one that I did miss. That's one of the 10. That one is a prequel to Bravely Default. It was like, yeah, it's like the first Bravely Default, but not really the first. It doesn't have the official Bravely Default names, but Final Fantasy Heroes for Life, I believe, is where the series started. So I want to be Final Fantasy Heroes for Life because I'm trying to beat my series, and Bravely Default is a series I beat 2 out of the 4 games, and since there's only 4 games, that should be an easier series to beat. So if I beat the Heroes for Light on the DS, then I can probably play the Switch version. We'll see, but there's only 4 in the series. Unless they add another one, I only have 4, and I've already beat the Bravely Default and the Bravely and Second Layer. So I beat 2 out of the 4, and I just want to beat, like I said, the Final Fantasy Heroes for Life. All right, so the next one was Piofiore, The Witcher 2, Princess Peach, and Ys Origins. So those are the 10 games I want to beat. Do you have a list of 10 games that are in your backlog that you want to beat? I'm leaving room for games to come out. Like I did. To be fair, last year was all backlog. This year, it sounds like it's gonna be a little bit of the same. I know the Switch 2 is supposed to come out soonish. We don't know when, but hopefully when that releases, we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Happy gaming.